This year, it's been iPhone 4S or 5, depending on which one you have, versus the first Android phone that people can actually remember the name of, which is the Galaxy S3. Not that the name is all that memorable, but this phone got so popular that it actually became what we call a hero device for the Android world, which means there's one device that people can look at and say, okay, that is an Android phone, and they can remember it by name. The iPhone, everyone always knew, oh yeah, the iPhone. You want an iPhone, you'll get an iPhone. It's real simple. But for Android, there wasn't one of those. That's why this is so important. On top of that, it's a great phone. In terms of 4G, super fast networking, it had that long before the iPhone. Big screen, long before the iPhone, and still much bigger. Thin and light, absolutely. There's almost nothing, in fact, literally nothing that it gives up to the iPhone, and it ranks right there neck and neck with the iPhone 5, which is quite an accomplishment. The iPhone 5 is still a killer phone, but for the first time, there's an identifiable icon that competes with the iPhone, which we never had before. So Galaxy S3 was an absolute rock star this year. I personally like the Nexus 7 because it's a little smaller, it fits in any pocket. The iPad mini is about an inch bigger, it's almost 8 inches, and it fits in most pockets, but not all. And the other wrinkle in tablets that was interesting is this new Microsoft Surface, which is a big tablet and kind of big on price, but it's the first tablet that we've found that can possibly replace your laptop. No other tablet can do that. The iPad is not a laptop replacement, no way. This new Surface can be. Computers are getting a lot of pressure from mobiles. Obviously, smartphones and tablets combined, each of them will already or soon will outsell personal computers, let alone combined. So computers are under pressure. They're becoming relatively uninteresting. The only part of the action on computers anyone cares about now are thin and light laptops. The rock star there is the MacBook Air. Even though it's running the Mac OS, Apple's had a lot of success becoming a major player in computers where they used to be kind of the niche player. But the big story here is that computers are not high on the list of most buyers anymore. I recommend cheap if you buy an e-reader, because most of us already have a laptop and a tablet, or a laptop and a smartphone, or a laptop and a tablet and a smartphone. And all of those do e-reading. You can read your e-books, your Kindle books, your Barnes & Noble books, your Google books on any device. They've all got software to do that. So in my mind, I would say go cheap on the reader. Get one of these roughly $69, $70 Kindles or Barnes & Noble Nooks, the very basic model. They have great battery life. You can read them in the daylight, take them to the beach. It's almost like it's a disposable product to me. Useful, but disposable. The plasma technology is hanging on remarkably well because it innately does certain things better than LCD possibly can. And here's the key. Plasma does black well. The key to a television, in many ways, is how does it show black? If you can get black right, everything else falls into place, roughly speaking. So plasmas actually do that well, so the colors pop. I mean, it's very simple. Try it at home. Put on a black shirt or sweater and then put any color over it. It looks great. It pops in relationship. The TV works the same way. So to get that right, plasmas still have a huge edge. They also have what's called a very high refresh rate. That means they refresh the screen much faster than your eye can ever see, much faster than most of the LCD televisions. The hype and the new tech and the super thinness of LED LCD is selling a lot of televisions. That doesn't mean they're the best picture, though, or the best value.